Hello there. So lots going on with the weather as we go through the next few days. In fact, turning wet and very windy across many areas as we move into Friday. But for today, we can see on the satellite and radar from earlier, we've had that rain. It's been pushing its way northwards, still lingering across these areas as we go through this afternoon. Could still be a few heavy downpours in places, and that colder air will be tucking in too. But elsewhere across much of England and Wales this afternoon, bits and pieces of cloud around at times, but some bright spells out there, largely dry and still staying pretty mild for the time of year. Highs there up to around 16 or 17 degrees. Now, as we move on through this evening and tonight, eventually we lose the rain across the north, so turning dry with some clear skies here. In fact, could be cold enough for a touch of frost across parts of Scotland. Elsewhere, though, you can see thicker cloud and outbreaks of rain. That's going to take us into a grotty start to Friday. Weather warnings in force in places for some heavy rain in places. Do take care. Bye-bye. Hello again. So it is going to be turning much colder as we go through the next few days. But the main story for the here and now is some very unsettled conditions on the way. Now, it will be turning quite stormy as we go through Friday. You can see the squeeze in the isobars. It's going to be very windy across many parts of the UK, and outbreaks of rain too. So that rain is going to be heavy in places. Now, for the rest of this evening, well, the rain across the north tending to fizzle away, so becoming largely dry here with some clear skies. In fact, it might even be cold enough for a touch of frost across parts of Scotland tonight. Further south, you can see cloudy, outbreaks of rain and staying very mild, with our temperatures remaining into double figures. So not the most inspiring start to the day on Friday. We do have various weather warnings in force. In fact, an amber one is out there for parts of Wales and into the Midlands. Could be some localised flooding in places. It really will be a grotty, windy and a wet day here. Further north, though, largely dry with some showers at times. These showers could be a little bit wintry across parts of Scotland, but for most, a good deal of bright weather out there, but feeling colder than of late. Highs there of 17 degrees, but it is remaining rather mild across the south, still looking at highs of around 16 or 17 degrees. Now, the good news is, as we make our way towards the weekend, you can see eventually that rain will move out of the way. So for most of us, a good deal of dry weather in the forecast, but we're going to start to pull in some much colder air. So in a nutshell then, wet and windy on Friday, largely dry but cloudy on Saturday, then turning much colder as we go into next week, with temperatures dipping back into single figures for many. Do have a lovely evening. Bye-bye for now.